great
Jonathan
night.
Harris joins us right now. He's a Democratic political commentator. Mr. Harris, thank you very much for coming on. So I'm going to, again, crib it right from Lisa Booth.
Right.
Democrats last week voted for a physical barrier on our border. Right. What are we arguing about exactly?
Because there's a difference between a physical barrier. It's like the Secure Fence Act in 2006. There's a difference between a physical barrier, most of which is already in place, and a concrete wall, which is what Trump wants.
What's the difference?
There's fencing, which Trump had criticized. He criticized the existing fencing that's there right now.
Leaving Trump out of it. I mean, just as an American, what is the difference?
Well, I don't know how to leave Trump out of it. This is all about him.
Oh, okay,
but
he's not here. I'm just wondering. So Democrats voted for a physical barrier,
right,
and now they're shutting down the government because Trump wants a different kind of physical barrier. What's the difference between the physical barriers? What about his physical barrier is more offensive than their physical barrier?
Well, I would say I would change it a little bit to say that Trump is shutting down the government.
Okay, whatever. The debate, that's fine. I'll give you that. I don't even care.
Right.
I just what is the difference between what they have voted for and what he's proposing?
I think it hinges less upon what is there and more about the $5 billion that he wants to build something else. They've already voted in support of fencing there. Trump actually criticized it. They're not necessarily talking about the wall itself as much as they're saying we're not giving you $5 billion to do something. I think it was a CBS report that said a wall would take care of a third of illegal immigration because that's not where it comes from. It's a waste of money.
So it's a waste of money. So Democrats are budget hawks now.
Last time we had a balanced budget was under Clinton. So, I mean, kind of.
I think we can thank the tech boom and the Republican Congress. Now, whatever. Republicans are profligate spenders. I'm not here to defend their fiscal continence. I'm merely saying the idea that Democrats are upset, willing to shut down the government over $5 billion of spending is so stupid that I can't actually take it serious.
The problem.
That's not really what it's
about.
The
problem with that being, they're not the ones that shut down the government. Trump said, I would be proud to shut down the government over the border wall.
As a rational matter.
This is his shutdown.
Okay, whatever. So whoever shutdown it is, Democrats are saying his proposal is immoral, their proposal is moral. What's the difference between a moral and an immoral physical barrier on our border?
Because one doesn't cost $5 billion.
So it's the cost that's immoral. So any time that we spend $5 billion needlessly, we're committing an immoral act.
It's not about committing an immoral act.
Oh, that's what the Speaker of the House said.
Right,
that it's immoral.
That's not. This is about spending $5 billion to build a wall that is ineffective to address illegal immigration, which does not come from our southern border predominantly, but comes from legal ports of entry.
So in a federal budget of over $1 trillion, if I could find another example of $5 billion we spent on something that didn't substantially help the country, would you be willing to shut down the government?
I think that would be problematic. But again,
how problematic?
That would be problematic.
Would it be immoral?
I'm not president. Trump is president, and he shut down the government.
I guess what I'm saying is
we have to stay focused on that. Trump shut down the government.
In slow motion, dig through the sea of manure to the kernel of truth at the bottom.
Of course.
Through the sewer of filth.
Absolutely.
Okay? So the cost, the nature of the barrier, those are not relevant to anything.
I think
what we're talking about is the fear that what Trump is proposing might actually work. That's the actual
problem. There's no reason to believe that it's going to work.
So what is the Democratic plan that will work?
Again, they laid this out in the address that everybody's kind of making memes out of, which was actually kind of funny. They laid this out. They talked about surveillance. They talked about rebuilding the existing fencing.
What they funded is what's already in place. So are they saying that what we have is working?
They offered him $1.3 billion currently. They are offering him $1.3 billion.
They've offered what we already have.
Right.
So I'm just trying to figure out the argument. Are they saying that it's not a problem that needs to be addressed? Is that what they're saying?
No, they clearly said last night it needs to be addressed.
Okay.
And the problem is the wall is ineffective.
But they're addressing it by not spending more money than we're currently spending.
They are offering him $1.3 billion.
But that's already in play. I mean, that's already the plan. So they're saying simultaneously, it's a problem we need to fix, but we're not going to give you more money to fix it.
But I think Trump, and if I'm being my most generous here, I think Trump has a misunderstanding of our illegal immigration issue. It is not at our southern border. That is not where this is happening.
So what you're saying is it isn't actually a problem we need to fix.
No, I'll say it this way. It is a problem. Part of it is at our southern border, but the predominant issues that he's talking about are not from people at our southern border.
So
9/11 was not caused by people coming in through Mexico.
It was
people flying in.
But really quick, so there is. I'm just trying to get to the truth. So there is a problem at our southern border, but we're not going to spend more money to fix it. We don't have any new ideas for how to fix it, but there is a problem.
It's like saying you have a cracked window and then you're asking for hundreds of thousands of dollars to fix a cracked window. That's not how you fix a cracked window.
So you just don't fix it at all?
No, you fix it with $1.3 billion that the Democrats are already
in place, with doing exactly the same things we've been doing. that's going to fix it. But it's not going to fix it. But it is a problem, but not a problem worth fixing.
That's not what I said at all. I said that the border wall is $5 billion that would be wasted because it would stop a third of illegal immigration.
I get that, but I just don't understand.
I don't know what other way to say it. It's a waste of money because it's ineffective. And I don't think Trump understands our illegal immigration issue, and that's why he wants $5 billion for a wall that won't work.
I think that may be the one thing he does maybe some things Trump doesn't understand. I think he does understand that.
One thing for him would be nice.
Mr. Harris, thank you very much. Good to see you.
Thank you for having me.